And I said, okay, never mind. So I found out that Frank D and Sammy were rehearsing their show to take it on the road in the next stage over, and I knew that Roy Dotrice knew Sammy very well. So I knocked on Roy's door, he took me down and introduced me to Sammy, and then Sammy took me by the hand, like walked me up to Frank Sinatra and said, Frank, I want you to meet my friend. Jen. So it was like that, and then I met Dean, and it was really cool. And I watched them rehearse for like an hour, so it was fun. It was really a good experience. And then, of course, Dean got sick and dropped out, and then Liza Minnelli took over for him, and then they went out on the road.
Then she got sick, and then Roy took over. I think, you know, you remember Roy was actually part of the original Rat Pack, wasn't he?
Yeah, yeah.
Peter Lawford, Joey Bishop.
Yeah, exactly.
You cuckoo crazy. Lovely man. Remember that line in Ocean's 11, where he says to Frank, "This relationship with the casinos is not good for you."
I don't remember that.
Hey, you guys, I mean, we were in the back room, somebody had some Isaac Stubbs question. What were the names of the two Isaac Stubbs? There was Delroy? And the other?
Ron O'Neill.
Ron O'Neill.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You shoot. Give me the shoot.
What?
That's why she wouldn't let him in the trailer. So tell him no one gets in. Just tell him. No one gets in. Give me the shoot.
I felt like I was part of the show for a second. And then... Now I know. Now I know.
One more time, the Titanic, iceberg guy. Iceberg, did it! Love that, ladies and gentlemen. No, you know, he did end up getting the shaft. Yeah, no, Jay did. He worked on that. I think Jay worked on Titanic therapy. Yeah, he did about a year of therapy on Titanic. That's definitely for smaller audiences. So yeah, Renmark. Margaret was saying about Renmark.
Yeah.
That was where we were the first season. And then as the show became more grounded in having to keep the sets up, we couldn't take them down and put them up because there's only a limited amount of space. At Renmark, we moved to a place in Vernon, California, which is actually past downtown Los Angeles.
Near the slaughterhouse.
Yeah, we were about a block from Farmer John's where they slaughtered to make bacon.
So at 4 in the morning, there'd be really great smell. They come to work too.
Yeah, didn't have to worry about covering up the cigar smoke down there. Linda started smoking cigars.
It was like begging you to smoke a cigar down there.
Yeah.
The smell of it was atrocious.
And it was, you know, down because it was all the big warehouses and everything. To get into where the studio was, which was this old 350,000 square foot old book building.
It was
manufactured.
Yeah, it was kind of an old
giant
paper
building.
mill.
So it was right near the railroad. Everything was seated around the railroad where the railroad yards were. So to get off the freeway to where the studio was, or the slaughterhouse was, you had to go through two sort of railroad. And it was almost every morning, at 6:30 in the morning, because we had to be at work at 7. Yeah, great, you're in a hurry, you're late, you know, the beeper's going off. This is like cell phones, I think, and it was like, and then, boom, right track, and you're sitting there, and it would be like 230, 231. Definitely, yeah, 235. Definitely gonna do this. I remember one day, we were down there, and Richard Roundtree, and which is amazing, right? Richard Roundtree worked on Beauty and the Beast for him. Man. Yeah. And Edward, and did you go with myself? I think it was just the three of us went to, because we were holed up in this place, and we catered the same food, everything. And I don't know, just one day we were feeling like, let's just go out and have lunch. We drove into downtown LA. It was only 10 minutes away. We'll zip in and we'll get back within an hour. And because they weren't up right after lunch. And we went to the Pantry. This famous restaurant downtown Los Angeles, the oldest restaurant in Los Angeles. Got like whole honking stacks of pancakes. The pancakes are this place, and we're having this great lunch. We're sitting there, all of a sudden, I'm there, and I'm like, okay, we gotta go. And they're like, no, you're right. Like, we gotta go. And, like, time has slipped away. So we get in the car, we're driving back, and all of a sudden the railroad cars from, boom. It's like we were sat there for 20 minutes, and I'm sweating. I'm thinking, okay, these guys are going to be up. I know they're going to warm up for like first shot because it's, it's Murphy's Law. If it can, it will, and you're going to take it. So, we get to the stage, and they're like, everyone's pacing back and forth. The ADs, the production manager was like, you're the producer. You got the guys that are supposed to be on camera now. Like, where were you? Like, oh, we were mugged. We were mugged. That's right. These big guys came up to the car, and then they started punching him. And good thing I was there, because they was kicking the hell out of Richard Brown's I was there. And Eddie, brings out the guitar, starts singing Kumbaya. Whoa! Just go back to work, all right? Let's not talk about it anymore. Yeah, that wasn't good one. Yeah, that was Ringmark. I mean, there's good days down at Burning, California. Yeah, really the heart and soul of the movie business. We did it all for you, by the way. They couldn't pay you enough to go to work down there, unless you were sort of, making jerky or something. Exactly. Then it's living large. Yeah? All right, without further ado, we're going to send you off to your next class. Now, whatever you do, don't run. Get out of here quietly. If you're not going to go into this, sort of butterfly knitting thing, go out to the beach. And then we'll see you, at 2 o'clock? 2:30? Are there announcements to make? Yes. They come up. Small hand for Lori. Okay, get a stool for this lady. Jamie?
Just a couple of announcements before you head off, if you're heading off to a seminar or a panel or something. If you would like to stay here for a little while, we have a little game, a little getting to know you game to play. There are a few new people, and the best time is when everybody knows everybody else. So if you would like to stay and enjoy this little fun thing that we're going to do for about 15 minutes, please by all means stay. One other last announcement is that if anybody is interested in the sets that you see out, the decorations, some of them are for possible future use by somebody else, not us. So if you're interested in some of them, please see Regina right here, who's sitting with the lion shirt on. I do want to thank Sally and Liz Perkins for Vincent's Chamber outside. We had nothing to do with that. We got a little bit of a late start last night setting up, and those two were here till 5:30 this morning doing that chamber. They had no sleep. So give up and give them a pat on the back. Wonderful weekend. If you need anything, please let us know, and we're here to help you. Take care. I'm going to bring Catherine up for our little game if you would like to stay.
I'm going to go get some. Yes.